And we are good. Have a good one,
Ladies and
fellas.
gentlemen, we are back on the Cat's Corner podcast with your host, the three-time world karate champion, WCW, WWE legend, Academy Award nominated actor, and you can see him in the new movie Trouble Man that's streaming everywhere. He is Ernest the Cat Miller. I am your co-host, Ray W. Keziah, aka Big Shug, the manager of future Hall of Famers. And this week we're just trying to catch up with what's going on in the world of wrestling. But before we get
No, no,
started, Big
no,
Cat,
no.
we got a new commercial from our
Yeah, yeah.
sponsor, Recite. Let's hit it with it, people.
Before foundations, before frameworks, there's work you don't see. You won't find us in the spotlight, you'll find us in the soil. We don't just move dirt, we shape outcomes. Every grade exact, every line clean, every challenge answered. Because stability isn't built by machines, it's built by people who show up, rain or shine, and figure it out. When pressure's on, when the clock's running, you don't just need dirt moved, you need people you can count on. Recite, built on trust, ready for what's next.
Yeah. Man, that was great, boy.
Serious.
That was listen. I thought they were talking about me. I was getting ready to get my hat on, my boots, and I was gonna go stomp some mud.
That sounds like
Ray,
you might have one more in you.
Ray, look, Ray. Which one looked the best?
The first ones. There you go. Now you can. Actually, you don't need it at all. So you talking like you want to put them boots back on? You got one more in you?
Hey, Big Ray.
You got what they call in the last match. Everybody's got last matches these days. What about
you gonna
yours?
let me? You gonna let me? You ask the question. Give me time.
I'm ready for
to put it together in my head and then get it out to you.
To the bad guy. All right, go ahead. Reza Ramon.
Next time you do that, Ray, cut me off like that, Big Ray. I'm gonna have Cody to cut you off.
All right. Well, I want to hear who you want for your last match.
You know what, Big Ray? Right now, I've had some great matches with some great superstars. Great superstar, big name. You name it. I wrestled most of them. Bret Hart, Scott Hall, Nash, Hogan. I had to work with some of the big Roddy Piper. I had to work with some of the big name guys in the business during my time. Right now, man, I like this podcast. And the reason I like this podcast, because I want to make it into like a wrestling community. You know, where we have fans to come on and suggest things. They come on and ask us how we doing, what's going on in wrestling. And I'm going to give them, from my knowledge, I'm going to give them the best answers. And they're going to be always going to be honest and truthful. So right now, I'm not thinking about a last match, but if I did, it would be Booker T.
Why?
It might be Booker T. Booker T is Booker T and I always had some good chemistry. It'll
Tell
be
me
some
he did
good.
not just say that. Tell me he did not just say that.
Ray, can you stop, man, for a minute?
Sucker! All right, go ahead.
Hey,
I don't
Cody,
understand why you just immediately jump on poor Booker T.
I didn't say it was poor. Booker T is the man. Booker T is the athlete. He's still in great shape.
I know.
He still got his own.
He
still got his whole platform. He got. I mean, what is that? Reality wrestling.
Oh man,
this guy's still good. You know, I got a few offers. I got a few offers to travel with a couple of guys who are working on their last matches. I'm not gonna tell their name on here yet. I'm gonna wait till my community get a little larger, and then they can ask me some questions. But Booker T will be one, and let me see who else I want. Even my friend Goldberg. Even my friend Goldberg would be one.
Well, he's already had his last match. He ain't doing no more.
Bro, this is a business. He had his last match, but I think Goldberg will have a last match if I got the money and the platform. Goldberg will wrestle me for my last match.
Okay.
Because you know it won't be anything like having a friend that you can work with and travel. Because as you know, a lad's match sometime, back in the day, a lad's match wasn't just one match. It was one opponent that you travel all over the world with, wrestling that lad's match so people can see it. I
The
don't
last
understand.
program, basically.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't get how WWE that came in and stamped their approval on a one match deal being your last match.
Well, back in the day, there was a territory system. So to see these wrestlers, you had to go to the arena to watch it. But now with all the satellites and all the streaming services that we have, we can just click one button and everybody in the world can watch it. Netflix, NBC, USA, all of it.
like we were just talking about with Goldberg.
Mhm.
Ever since that night, that Saturday night, everybody all they want to talk about, really, you don't see it a lot, but it's out there. Everybody want to talk about Goldberg. Everybody want to talk about that last match. Everybody want to talk about what is he doing next. You know, and so there's people out there who want to see him. Now,
Well, I think as a fan, if I can interject, as a fan, I want to hear what he was talking about. He said in 2 weeks he could quote unquote spill the beans. It's been more than 2 weeks and no beans have been spilled. I've been patiently waiting as a fan to find out why he's so mad.
Ray, don't nobody care about what you've been waiting on. This man right here,
what the man said. And
Goldberg. Let me show you. Let me show you this. You got IBM. You got Delta Airlines. You got name another big brand. Something. Name another big brand. Starbucks. These are big businesses right here.
Right.
They run their company just like a business. Goldberg is a big brand. Yes. He's a brand. So for him to come out and tell you something when you guys want to hear it, it don't make sense. It don't make sense.
I just wanted to know, he said he was upset. He felt like he got ribbed. He was upset. I know a lot of that chatter has died down.
No, listen,
maybe
Goldberg,
WWE got a hold of it.
Hey man, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you what. Damn, you
we
say
ain't
one
even
thing.
10 minutes in, you done dropped the F-bomb on me.
You say one thing, but you won't let me get it out.
Well,
you said Goldberg said something. Who know better than I know? I was right there with Goldberg. What Goldberg was talking about is something. If I was him, I would hold it in. I wouldn't put it out there right away. I mean, you know, when you're angry, Ray, but you know when you're angry, Ray, you know you say stuff, you get mad, and you say stuff that you wished you had held your tongue a little longer.
Yeah, all the time, actually.
Yeah, you do. So for you to not understand Goldberg putting that out there, I don't even know if he was upset.
You don't think he was upset? Did you watch the interview with him and Van?
Bro, I was there.
Chris Van Vliet, or whatever his name is.
Now listen to this. It's just like my man and your man Hogan.
Brother.
Hogan, when he had a mic in front of him, these guys turn into something else. They turn into a pro wrestler. So you're gonna get the little ins and out that they put out there for you to kind of bait you to bite on and reel you in. They're professionals at it. So when Goldberg was talking, he was on the TV show. He was being a pro wrestler.
Yeah, but he was legitimately upset, and he had more to say, but he could not talk about it for 2 weeks, and that's been a month ago.
See, you speaking as a fan. How you know he was legitimately mad or angry? How do you know?
Couldn't you tell? In his voice and his demeanor and his comments about what went down. I mean, he wasn't happy.
How do you know based off that one video that he put out or that part?
Okay.
That he went on?
from the eyes perspective, he looked like he was upset. He he alluded several times in the interview he was not happy with the result. He got cut off. He wouldn't have had all those people there if he knew he wasn't going to have but 18 or 19 seconds to speak before it went to black screen. But like I said before, there's two sides to every story. WWE had a hard out at 10 o'clock because they're on national TV. It's not pay-per-view. You don't buy extra time. You can't do that. This
Ray,
is this is a
Ray,
network. This is a
Ray,
network.
Ray, I was just in, I was just in a pretty big movie, and the movie had a lot of stars on it, right?
Right.
Back in the day, whenever a movie came out, they were open in all the theaters. You saw them everywhere in the theaters, everywhere. Now, they don't have to open like that no more. You got people with cameras everywhere. You got streamers, you got streaming, you got places for new movies everywhere now. So you don't know where you're gonna open it. Listen, when one camera went off, when NBC went to commercial, there was still about 1,000 cameras in there still rolling.
Oh,
so
yeah.
what Goldberg said and what he wanted to get out there, he was still able to get it out. Now, I don't know, because I'm not inside his head. I don't know if he was angry for something else, but his words say he was a little upset. But ask me about the match. What did you think about the match?
The match was great. I think he did a wonderful job. I think they went for 14 or so minutes, 15 minutes. He went in there arguably one of the best technical wrestlers, one of the legit tough guys in the industry right now. I mean, did a hell of a job. I would like to see that same match between Gunther and Brock. I think that would also be a good match to watch.
So Brock, who do you think Brock last match? Because he's coming up on it. Who do you think Brock last match should be?
I would think it would be. At this point, it would either be CM Punk or Gunther. In my opinion.
Okay. Let's see what kind of booker you are. I want some of you fans who are out there listening. I want you guys to chime in. Let us know. Who do you think would be a good opponent for Brock in his last match?
And I want to throw one more name out there too, just because there's history there. Randy Orton, because he cut Randy's head open with an elbow the hard way one time in the middle of a match. And matter of fact, it was so bad that's when Chris Jericho and Brock kind of went at it a little bit backstage, I thought, because he thought it was real.
Hey, believe me, Chris and Brock Lesnar really didn't go at it. Chris they say he's a shooter. He's a tough guy. But Brock is a shooter. He's a big, tough guy.
He don't want none of that mac and cheese.
And I think if Brock gonna have a last match, it will have to be somebody that's compatible. Somebody on that same level, somebody he worked with before and they had a great match. And
Maybe
I got
Roman Reigns.
Oh, man, come on, man. Roman Reigns, come on. He pulled his hair back now. Let me tell you this. I think it should be Bobby Lashley. They both,
but Bobby's in a different place now.
Bro, what do that make? Do you think they're gonna be there forever, bro? I mean, I don't see this happening next month or next year. Brock gonna be there for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, he's still relatively young.
Yeah, but Brock is a tough guy. He's been there long enough, so I think he might be getting ready to maybe get in. He got another run, but I want to see his last match, and I think somebody a good opponent for Brock. And this me as a writer or producer, I would have Brock to call out anybody in the back and say, whoever back there think you on my level, you accomplish as much as I have in this ring and in the world of fighting. I want to see you come out and show me. Call out anybody. And then I would like to see Bobby Lashley up here.
What if it was somebody call my mama? Somebody call my mama. Would you go out there and do it?
See, that's what I mean. I'm not in that. I would never in that boat. No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because the only thing he's going to do is throw my ass all over the ring, throw me down. I'm not in there. I'm talking about when I say a good matchup,
Somebody that
power
could
and
wrestle
power.
hold for hold with him.
They power and power. I could go hold for hold, but that's power.
I got you.
Brock, Bobby, I mean, these guys.
What about Shelton Benjamin? They actually were on the same wrestling team in Minnesota.
But see, they were friends. They were tag team.
No, they were on the same. They were on the same collegiate team.
Wasn't they tag team partners one time?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think that was him and Charlie Haas.
No, they was all together at one time. Bobby Lashley, Shelton and Brock.
Brock was never with Shelton. Not as a team that I know of. Now I could be wrong, but
you are wrong. I was there. They may not have it there, but yeah, Brock and Shelton Benjamin they tag team a few times. It was almost like a three-way thing. So
well, he might have been in a three-way match with him and Kurt Angle.
Okay, all right.
I'll give you that. There could have been a daggone throwaway match on a SmackDown or Raw 15 years ago.
How about CM Punk then? Who would his last match be against? Who would you pit him? I would say
it would have to be somebody like Seth Rollins, a hated rival, or somebody like an Edge come back. Somebody like that. Maybe can't be John Cena because John Cena's about to go out, and that's the big speculation now: is who is John going to pick for his last opponent? They're building a program between him and Brock right now.
Hold up.
They're building a program between him and Brock right now, but that will be his last match because that ain't going to extend all the way to December, and it's going to be in Boston. That last show he's going to do is going to be in Boston. So normally, as the wrestling goes, you don't win your last match. It's a kind of a passing of the torch thing, but I believe they're going to do it a little differently this time. I believe they're going to let John go out as a winner.
Well,
that's what I would do if I was booking it.
Okay. Let me see who has it nearing the end of the career. Should be
Cena right now. You've got probably Randy Orton's probably got another 5 years, maybe 3 to 5.
5 years. 5 years. You think Randy
3 to 5? Hell, he told him when he signed his contract he'd go for another 10 years. He felt like he could go another 10 years. You got to remember he was very young when he started, so he's still not that old.
Listen, the business is changing now. The business is changing. It's not like you could call your own matches now. It got to be something that's going to make people watch. Got to be something that people going to watch. And you just can't call out. So CM Punk, I don't know who it would be, but CM Punk is he's a different kind of wrestler. He used to have things his way.
Some would say he's a little temperamental, backstage politics and all that aside, I like him. I think he's masterful on the microphone. He's believable. He's a good wrestler. He tells good stories in the ring. I mean, that's part of it. I mean, he's not going to overpower you by no means, but he's got a little bit of everything in his bag. He can come off the top rope. He can mat wrestle a little bit. He's got a little MMA style to him. There's a lot to that package with him, but it's his last match. I mean, him and Seth Rollins are pretty at it right now. So who knows?
So what's going on in wrestling now, man? You talked to me about watching it. I watch highlights. I can't just watch a show, because if I watch a show, I get too invested in it. My mind get in behind the scene because I know what they're going through. I know how they're working on storylines. I know how things should look. I know what things going to kind of turn out to be. So what's going on with that? Because I know you watch it.
Would you be calling Mean Gene on that hotline, the WCW hotline, 888-909-9900, $3 a minute, and get all the backstage info on what's about to happen, what's about to go down? The WCW hotline. You remember that?
Are you gonna stay on topic? I said, what's going on in the business now? Then you watch.
Right now, you got Seth Rollins as your world champ. He did the cash in, took the belt from CM Punk, so they're going back and forth. They have the Oracle that little group they've got going on with Braun Breaker and the kid from Australia that's so big, Bronson Reed. And then, I mean, you've got those guys. You've got the tag team division that's all out of sorts. You've got the Wyatt Six that are the champs, and there's like 6 teams fighting to get to them. And there's some creepy stuff backstage going on when they're doing their promos. You see members of the Wyatt Six hiding and lurking in the shadows, which is classic Triple H booking because he did that in NXT. You've got the stuff going on with the girls, with
Big Ray,
Jay,
Big Ray,
Corgill,
Ray,
Cargill, whatever her name is.
Ray, pick one. See, let me
Well, you're
explain to
asking
you.
me what's going on, and I'm just giving
Let me
what it is.
Let me explain to you, Big Ray. Most people don't know what goes into each storyline. Each storyline take probably 100 people working on one storyline. Once
Seems
they
like a
pick
lot.
once they write up the stuff, they had to get the wrestler ready for it. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of work back in the back, man, going on right now. So when you see it as a fan, you just can call out, oh, this going on. You just calling out things that you see. Get in deep to what's going on so you can understand maybe what we feel. You know, most people don't understand for a wrestler to get over, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work we put into wrestling, into the business.
If that's true, then explain the organic rise of the one Karrion Kross, Killer Kross, who's got fans chanting, "We won't cross, we won't cross," and he's no longer quote unquote with the company.
You know what? That's a different generation. Back in the day, I don't think they would do that because it's so many other wrestlers that hang their hat on. But see, fans always want to be a part of the show. They want to be a part of the show. So if someone is fired and he's out of there, why would you call his name? Because they want him. It's just like, what? What's your name? Who cares? The fans always want to be a part of it. So that don't mean anything. What make you think, let me ask you, should he still be there?
Absolutely.
So what make you think he should still be there?
Because he's not only is he good in the ring,
tell the people who we talking
great on
about.
the microphone, and he's got a groundswell.
Ray, can I ask you a question? Who are we talking about?
Karrion Kross.
You got to let the fans know who we're talking about.
You know, I already have. Karrion and Scarlett both need to be on Raw, and they need to be pushed to at least upper mid card, if not in the main event, because he's just that good. I mean, he's basically organically grown like a Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, he just kind of came out of nowhere.
Organically, Steve Austin did not come out of nowhere.
He came when he won the King of the Ring and said, Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass. Then when he did that promo, it made him, bro. I mean,
Stone Cold was already made, brother, before they gave him anything. He was a
heel that nobody, he had a gimmick change. He had went from the ringmaster and he thought that sucked. And then he said, I mean, that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. All that shit he started himself and started getting it over. Nobody wrote that shit for him.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Nobody wrote Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass. Nobody wrote it. He just said it. It came right off the top of his head. Because Jake the Snake Roberts was talking about the Bible.
You gonna tell me, and I was right there.
I'm gonna tell you what he said.
Listen,
out of his own mouth.
Who know better? You are.
Him.
I'm backstage. I'm backstage.
You wasn't even there. You was in WCW. You was down there with Turner, boy. Don't even start that bullshit. You want
Ray, shut the fuck up, man. You always running your big fat mouth. You always running your mouth. You don't want to listen. You think you know everything.
You weren't there.
Hold up. You just a fucking fan that sit your fat ass out there, eat popcorn with mustard hot dogs on your face. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't eat the hot dog for the taste. You like the shape of it.
I like
So
to make
now-
eye contact when I'm eating it. Anyway. Like you do when you eat a banana, you will try to give
I
everybody
don't,
eye contact.
bro. Listen, the only thing I'm saying is this, Ray. What y'all believe is true is not always true.
Well, that is
When people come out and say that, first of all, call my mama. People say I came up with that. I didn't.
who did?
I didn't come up with it.
Who came up with somebody better call my mama about to slap somebody?
It's one of the guys in the locker room, and then I had to run it past Eric Bischoff and those guys. You just can't go out on TV yelling stuff. First of all, that's
Well, this was
brand
a
marketing.
listen. First of all, this was a live pay-per-view, the King of the Ring. He was being interviewed by Doc Hendricks, which is Michael P.S. Hayes, and he said, "Hey, did you hear what Jake said about you?" Because he was just coming back from getting his lips sewed up. Because back then they had a tournament for the King of the Ring. You had to wrestle more than one time a night. So he won his match and he had to wrestle in the final, but he had to go get his lip stitched up. And he said he was back here talking about you, talking about this. He said, talk about you Psalms, talk about you John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass. And
Nothing.
he just came up with it, and it was organic.
Ray,
And the
nothing,
next night on
listen,
Raw, there were signs
nothing-
with Austin 3:16, and that was
nothing,
the shirt.
nothing. It just
Still
came.
sells.
Nothing just came up with overnight like that. Nothing. Listen, I come from the world where that wasn't much for us to do when I was growing up. I never thought about being a wrestler. I never thought about doing that. I wanted to be a martial artist. You did, I had to work hard to get from where I was at to where I became a superstar in the bright lights of pro wrestling. And once I got into wrestling, all that street knowledge, all the ability to understand people, to hear people out, to see what they want, bro, it wasn't easy. So if you're telling me you think Steve Austin just became Steve Austin because of one word or one saying, then you're wrong. That's just like saying you got fat because of one pork chop.
Listen, it was 10 pork chops, and it was smothered in gravy. But you know how he come up with Stone Cold? The name Stone Cold? A lot of people think it's because of Brian Bosworth's movie called Stone Cold, but it wasn't. His wife had made him some tea, and he was in the living room, and she said, honey, come drink this tea before it becomes Stone Cold. And he said, by God, that's it. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ray,
that's where it came
from.
Ray,
you're not going to do that on the podcast. You're not going to do that on Cat's Corner. I want my fans, listen, I want my fans to be able to come here and hear some real stuff. Not no old made up stuff that you heard. Listen, what you talking about is something that you heard somebody else say, who probably heard somebody else say. You probably heard somebody else say. You ain't heard that, just like you told me back in the day, you and Ric Flair were friends.
Well, we weren't one time. I can't help that he's had medical problems since then, and don't remember who I am.
When me and you walked up on Ric Flair,
he almost him on the chest. Next time he gonna know who I am.
He almost called security to get you away from him. You a fan.
Woo!
And you should stay at your distance.
He don't want none. Who's gonna be your last match? And it ain't gonna be Goldberg. He's done. What about Disco Inferno?
I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm not talking to you about anything.
What about Glacier? What about Ray Lloyd? Would you take Ray Lloyd one more time?
You think Big Ray don't get in the ring like that? We're not getting in the ring like that, Big Dog.
Mean.
We're not getting in the ring
one time with Mean. Would you go one more time with the King Tonga?
King Tonga's not getting in the ring like that, so that's just wishful thinking. And so I'm not going to even answer that.
What about Sting?
I will have a match. I had a match with Sting. Sting and I think we were tag team partners.
Against you did do a tag team with him.
Yeah, so I worked with Sting. He's still very athletic. Sting is still very athletic, man. One of the nicest. Listen, Sting, no lie, is one of the nicest guys you ever wanted to meet.
He is a good Christian man, Steve Borden.
I mean,
Great guy.
he. You don't know him like that to say that, Ray.
Just saying,
I'm
he's a
talking
good
about.
Christian man. He is.
I'm talking about.
I've met
I'm
him a
talking
couple
about.
times.
I work with him closely.
you have.
We wrote. So what I'm saying about Sting is one of the nicest guys. He's always there to help somebody, to be there for you. And Sting is one of the guys who I've never heard him. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I saw him laugh at something that wasn't that funny.
Super Large said the Cat would need Sonny Ono in his corner, regardless of the opponent. True or false?
Why would I need Sonny Ono in my? Tell
You
him.
would need
Tell
your
him put a little
manager.
more. You know I had a couple of managers.
You did. You had one that was pretty hot.
I had a couple of managers. Matter of fact, we did a photo op together a couple of weeks ago.
I agree with the Cat. It needs to be Goldberg. After all, Cat beat Goldberg once before. When did you beat Goldberg?
See that fan, whoever he is, he know his thing. I did it in a dark match when he first came in. Listen, when I first got to WCW, they was pretty high on me before doing anything. Remember, I never got diamond cutted. It's a lot of stuff I never got. I never got beat by a lot of people. Never went through it. I went through a table one time.
Did you?
Yeah, I went through a table.
Who put you through a table?
I don't know now, but I remember going. Listen, once you go through a table, you remember that. You never forget it. So I went through a table. I just can't remember.
So you're saying that Goldberg's streak of 183 wins or 173 wins, whatever, 183. That's 173. 173 and 0 is really one. You already had the one, so really it wasn't 173 and 3 and 0.
Bro, that's why I want to talk to the fans, because talking to you, Ray,
it
says
just that
nonsense.
match is somewhere in the WWE archives.
Listen, it was a dark match.
Well, that don't matter.
It was a house show. You beat
him in front of somebody.
It was a house show. Yeah. I mean, that don't sound so. We all had to lose to somebody. So other people beat Goldberg too. You just didn't see it. It wasn't
Either
on TV.
Goldberg or Jerry Flynn in a kickboxing rematch.
Oh, yeah. I beat
Jerry Flynn.
Jerry Flynn, I would have a great match with Jerry Flynn. I would love to have Jerry Flynn as a lads match. I like him. I would love to have a lads match with I want some of the new guys. I want some of the young guys out there now.
Like
I've
MJF.
MJF. I would love to have a lads match with him. He's one of my favorite wrestlers.
He's good. He is good.
He carried around that image of old school.
He is
it's him. I like him. I did something with him a couple of weeks ago. So I like him. I would love to have a lads match with a couple of other guys, man.
What about Carmelo Hayes?
Oh yeah. Yes. I want to have a lads match with a shooter. Somebody who is a shooter.
Okay.
I want to have he could be a jiu-jitsu guy, a kickboxer, or MMA, just straight out MMA guy. But that's who I want.
Mike Bailey.
Bro, you just said, who is that? Who is this guy? This guy, we need to have him. We need to have Super Large on our show and have super ass large you off the show, Ray.
Well, all right. This guy, what I'll do is I'll give the login coordinates.
Ray, can I finish?
Large.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Speedball is a hell of a wrestler. You're right. This guy, have you seen him before?
He's a TKD black belt also.
But have you seen him before? He's small.
Yeah.
He's small. This dude can work.
He's got a little mullet. Usually wrestles barefoot.
And listen, this kid right here using actual karate technique the way they supposed to be used. But he just got Some kind of way he have control.
He can
That
pull it
will-
at the right time, can't he?
That will I would want to work a last match with somebody like him. I don't want the old guys. I don't want the old guys. I want one of the young bloods. You understand? I want one of the young guys.
Yeah, I can see that. Speedball Mike Bailey.
Speedball, end of those guys. Any one of those guys.
You would look huge. You would look huge in the ring against Speedball Mike Bailey.
But his techniques are conducive to size advantage,
Right.
A disadvantage for him in this case. Because I'm a much bigger wrestler, but
you're a bigger
kicks,
version of what he does anyway.
Wait a minute. Listen, I'm not a version of nobody. I do my own things.
But I'm just saying, if you incorporating karate moves into the sport of wrestling, that's something you did 25 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. So I already tested what I have, and I see how to work. Now that's another guy right there. I bet you that's Santana Jackson. I think I would love to have a match with him. Matter of fact, they asked me to wrestle him in Canada. And this guy is such a Michael Jackson fan, man, and he's so funny and entertaining. I can see what that could be good. Michael Jackson work versus James Brown.
I love it. Book it. People would buy that ticket.
You put up the money. You got you a big money guy. You run your own company. You're a big money guy. You're a big money guy. You're a big money guy. Why don't you go ahead and put up the money? If you won't see them, hey, bro, stop. You on steroids now, too. That's why you keep doing that.
You don't know what I'm on, brother. That reminds me, I probably got to take another shot tonight, brother. Anyway, well, I'd like to see that. I would like to see you have a dance off with Santana Jackson.
Not a dance off.
Moonwalk versus the
not a dance off, Ray.
I want it to start off as a dance off, then you get pissed off and do a roundhouse to the head.
Ray, see, you a dumbass.
Why
and this is why I said that. You as a fan, you speaking like a booker and a fan. Do you know how dangerous it is to stand in front of me, 240 pounds, and watch me throw a kick?
What?
Watch me throw.
What?
No, 240. 240 now. 240, bro.
You leaning up. What are you on? You on Wagovi?
240, boy.
Damn.
Now.
What you eating?
For someone to stand in front of me and watch my technique fly by their heads, go across their face, man, that's a hell of a guy right there. That's some work. It's going to take some work. But see, I can do that. I can do that with some of these guys. That's why I said I would want to fight a last match with a shooter. I would not just want just a wrestler. I would want a shooter. Somebody who can get serious with me in there.
Let's see what else we got. Well, that's
there's no dancing in the match.
You don't have to dance if you're in there with if Michael Jackson. Half of his whole routine is the moonwalk and all that stuff. I've watched a lot of his matches, and he's funny. He's entertaining. What are you reading? You know me live, right?
I'm looking for something, Ray. Can you still talk? I'm just looking for something.
I ain't got a problem talking. That's what I get paid to do. Or actually, I don't get paid, which is another story altogether. Where's my chair at? You were supposed to send me. You never sent it. And also, while we're talking about it, while you're calling me daddy, don't forget to do our Cash App, which is the $ Cat's Corner Podcast, and then put in the comment section, call me daddy. Anything will work. We'll take 5s, 10s, 20s, 100s, even a 50 if you got a 50 in there. Throw a 50 in there, man. It ain't nothing to it. We got to keep this show rolling.
Yeah, you know what? We gonna have some new guests on here, man. That I want the fans now. We just right now, people still don't understand that. Well, they do understand because they following us. Subscribers are coming up.
Yeah, man.
I
Hit
mean,
that subscribe and like, share button.
people are liking. We getting more active fans, more people tuning in, and I want to thank everybody for that because without that, man, we want to build a community. I want to build to where these guys can come on and talk to me as a wrestler, talk to me about their favorite wrestler, what's going on behind the scene. I want to do that, you know.
Absolutely.
And it was
the Cat's Corner community.
It was so fun. We went to I went to a show. I was in the where was I? I was at the airport and I sat out with a guy, young guy, and we talked for about maybe 40 minutes waiting on the plane. And then one of the guys came over and recognized me and asked to take a picture with me. Then the guy asked me, said, "So who are you? What do you do?" "I'm a pro wrestler." And he was like, "Man." The only thing he said that was really that kind of stuck out in my head was, "Man, thanks for spending time with me." You know, just talking to him. Just talking to him. Thanks for spending time. But this is it right here. People just want a little bit of our time. Sometimes we got time to have time. Sometimes we don't. But they just want to have a little time with us, man.
Just a little brush of greatness.
But people, it's so easy now. All you got to do now is tune in to the podcast.
That's right. Do you know who Alistair Black is?
I like him too. I like him, but
he's real deal.
He's a big taller guy. I kind of like him. I don't know how real deal he is.
He's pretty real, dude. He's pretty real.
How do you know?
I'm just telling you, his whole character persona. He's believable. Let's put it this way.
Okay, let's just say
believable.
He's bro. Listen, he's a vampiro. He's a vampiro. If you remember Vampiro,
I do.
Vampiro was just like him. He had great kicks. He had great everything. But Vampiro couldn't hold a fucking tic tac to my style. I was
tic tac.
I'm the real. Listen, I'm the real deal.
Well, we know that. I mean, hell, that's a given.
Bro, listen, every day.
Don't get jealous.
I'm grinding every day.
Don't get jealous of Alistair Black. I said he was the real deal. You're still my hero. You're still my favorite. Nobody's ever gonna take it from you.
Hey, Ray, that's not what I'm talking about. I want people to be. Can't nobody take what I've already built. You know who I am. I'm the world karate champion.
Three times.
Bro, listen, I've already proven myself in the ring with things that I was able to do. That you would never see these guys doing that kind of stuff.
No.
And I'm a shooter. So what I'm saying is this right here. I worked with Vampiro. Vampiro was great, just like this guy. They look just like him and Allison Black. They look just alike. They're fighting, their movement, but the same size, same height.
That same scary persona, the spookiness.
But it wasn't scary to me in the ring. These guys couldn't. My technique was too fast and too strong, and I was about 40 pounds bigger. Big Ray, let me ask you something, Big Ray. You sit your ass down. You watch wrestling when you want to watch wrestling.
All the time. Yep. I'm about 15 minutes away from watching it again. Go ahead.
So when it comes time to talk about it to the fans, I don't see you asking any questions. You know everything.
So what I got to ask a question for?
You don't want to watch wrestling.
You got want me to ask? You ain't watching it, so I can't talk to you about it.
I know about it.
You're not an educated fan about it.
I know. Listen, I know about it. That's just like telling Stevie Ray, I can't talk to you about wrestling because you didn't watch it. What the hell? We are wrestling.
We are wrestling, brother. I understand that, but I'm just saying I can't talk to you about something that's going on that you don't know about the storyline.
Explain the storyline to me. I can tell you I can almost tell you who is the producer on it. I can tell you where it came from.
All right. They're trying to work an angle right now between Logan Paul and John Cena. Who do you think? That'll
never work. That'll never work. They'll never put those two in the main match together. Never.
Well, they're going to try to do it at Clash at the Castle.
You don't try to do it. You don't try to do it.
Well, they about to book it probably tonight.
So
it's not tonight, Friday night.
It's a pay-per-view.
It's a PLE, a premium live event. They don't do
Okay, so
pay-per-views.
so what they're doing is now they're just putting together names. They're just putting together names.
He only has like 7 matches left, 8 matches. That's it.
Who? John Cena.
Yeah, that's it. He's got about 8 more appearances, including tonight. I think is it tonight or Friday? I think he's on either show. But anyway, so I know he's booked for. I know they're booking one between him and Brock, and I know they're trying to cook up one between him and Logan Paul.
Okay, all right. Well, that's hearsay. I don't
Well,
know.
he's turned. Wait a minute. Let me ask you this: do you know that John has turned babyface again? He's no longer a heel. Did you know that? Yes or no? And it's okay to say no if you didn't. And if you didn't know, I'll tell you how it happened. You ready? Do you want to know?
Go ahead and talk. You got the floor.
All right. Last Friday night, not this past one, but the one before that, before him and Cody had their WrestleMania or SummerSlam match, he said he got some bad advice from The Rock, basically, saying it would be good TV for him to turn heel. That's not the way he wanted it to go. He wants to give the fans what the fans want to see. He wanted to fight Cody. He wanted to be the real John Cena. And he lost. He gave the belt back to Cody. So Cody is now your champ again, okay? And they're working him in a McIntyre, Drew McIntyre angle with Cody right now. And they're branching Cena off to go against Logan Paul, who is the tag team partner of McIntyre. So I look for Friday to kind of be like a tag team match between Cody and Cena versus Logan and Drew. And then from that, at the Clash at the Castle and the Premium Live event on Peacock, this Sunday or next Sunday, I can't remember because I can't keep it all straight. You're going to see those in a singles match between them. But then after that, he's going to focus his attention on Brock. And then after Brock, it's starting to wind down. Now you only have a couple of matches left. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be his last match?
You know who phone number I got in this phone?
Who?
Probably every major wrestler out there.
Okay.
I can call and talk to him about it if I want to. I could call Goldberg right now to Goldberg. You gonna wrestle again? Where and when? But I'm not gonna do it.
You would ask him who's next.
Because you fans, you guys, you Ray, especially you think you saw it so much. So let's just wait and see. Let's just wait. All we gotta do is wait and see.
Well, that's the hardest part for a wrestling fan is the waiting and seeing.
Well, you're going to do it anyway, and you're going to pay extra on ESPN to watch the same stuff you could see for free.
I'm going to call Mean Gene's hotline tonight and go ahead and get ahead of everybody.
So what do you think about that, Ray? You going to pay the extra, what, $37 now to watch wrestling?
It's $30 a month, $29.99. I probably am because, why not? I mean, I'm a fan, so if I want to see SummerSlam 2 nights and WrestleMania 2 nights and all these other premium live events that they're going to have over, the Elimination Chamber, the Money in the Bank, the Clash at the Castle.
Hold up, Big Ray. Hey, Skyhook, if you want to see that, you might need to talk to Cody. Send Cody that message and see if that's something he can put together.
To see a segment on the show called Miller's Moments, where we revisit funny or great moments from Ernest in WCW, and then maybe a discussion after that moment. Okay, I have spoken.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you a great moment. The best moment is when I found out I could control 20,000 fans at the United Center Chicago. And this is how it happened. Terry Taylor was the booker. The show was hot. It was a good show. The crowd were crazy. But then they started, like most crowds, they started to kind of level down a little bit. So we needed a hot crowd going into commercial and coming out of commercial. So during the commercial, instead of letting them settle down, Terry Taylor called me and said, hey, Cat, go out there and talk to the crowd. I said, say what? It said, we need the crowd hot. That means they need the crowd laughing and talking. And it was my very first time ever doing this. I didn't know what to say. He said, here, take the mic and go out there doing this commercial and get the crowd hot. So I kind of doubted myself a little bit. It was nerve-wracking, man. I needed that psychiatrist that we had on here to tell me how to get over this. But I said one thing, listen, I bought my mom a new house. My kids are in private school. If I'm going to keep them there, I got to be able to do this. So I took the mic and I went out. As soon as I went to the ring, I stood in the ring and nobody even paid me any attention. I kept saying, nobody stopped talking. They were just talking to each other. And then I did it about 2 times. Then I said, people shut their hell up.
Yo, shut the hell up.
Everybody started listening. And then when I said, listen, whenever you see these red shoes in the ring, y'all better shut up. I'm going to lock every door in here, and I'm going to kick everybody out of here. Matter of fact, security, go to the back, lock the big doors, because the big women going to stay in here first. I'm going to start with them first. I just started talking. And then the lady started standing up, trying to yelling at me, and I was like, man, sit down. Then the kids started yelling at me, and I said, another thing. I've never seen so many ugly kids in my life. And the crowd just burst out. The whole crowd started to laugh. The whole crowd started to laugh. When I left that ring, when my time was up, when I left the ring, the crowd was going crazy. I walked by through the curtain. Swear. Terry Taylor looked at me. He was like, man, you can be a big superstar if I let you.
If I let you.
I know lie. That's what he said. If I let you.
He was a gatekeeper.
And
the
I
Red
looked at
Rooster
it, but you know, with me, I had a little confidence then. I looked at Terry Taylor and said, Terry, you can't stop me. It may not happen here, but it's gonna happen somewhere. I got God on my side.
That's right.
And walked off. I ain't fussed with him, but that moment right there gave me so much confidence. Because growing up, I was quiet, man. I didn't want to be seen. I was just a big old quiet kid. I didn't want to talk. I had a little squeaky voice. I didn't want to talk because people was like, oh, he sound like a girl. He sound like these. So people, I was afraid of what people would say. But now guess what? I don't give a damn.
Give a damn what these people say.
I don't give a damn what they said. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to let people know what I say, what I feel. And that's what I tell everybody. Don't care what people ain't going to agree with you. They're not going to agree with you.
As long as they spell your name right, that's all you worry about.
Speak your mind. Let the people know what you want, and you can get over anything. You can do anything you put your mind to.
That's right. That's right. Well, I tell you, it's been a great show. I'm glad everybody's tuned in, locked in. We're going to get ready for Monday Night Raw. We'll be back next Monday with more from the Cat's Corner podcast.
Hey, let me thank Recite. Recite, thanks, man. Listen, I want to apologize for talking about your little dirty commercial we had for 8 years.
But these good guys, we got another one too. Listen, wait till next week. We showed that other
you guys went in and you did a great job, man. Recite is really putting out for us, man.
Hey,
they putting out.
We got a little extra time. You want to see the new one? You want to see the newest one?
Yeah, go ahead. Let me see what it has.
Hey,
hold on. But wait a minute, Cody, before you start. Fans, I want you to stay on here. I want you to watch this commercial with me and give me your feedback right after the commercial. Go ahead, Cody.
Let's do that.
To most, this looks done, broken, hopeless, a teardown. But wiping the slate clean, that costs more than money. It costs time, resources, and waste. Recite sees more. Beneath the wear, potential. Beneath the cracks, opportunity. We reinforce, we regrade, we reimagine. Because smart fixes save time, money, and the planet. What's old isn't broken, it just needs the right hands. Recite. Practical solutions, lasting value.
Wow.
That's Come on, somebody give me something. Oh, okay. Who is that right there?
Super Large
just
said great new Resight commercial, and he's on stage.
Hey man, listen, I love it, man. I mean, that was good, brother. We're
He
moving
said,
on
I
up.
like it a lot more than the old commercial. This is a lot more theatrical, and I have a much better idea of what they actually do now. See?
Whoa, that's great. Hey, we need to take that, Cody. Cody, take that right there and send it to our
Screenshot that, and we'll send that to Wesley.
send that to Wesley about what the fans say. So that's good, Cody. Make sure he get that. But listen, Big Ray, I'm glad you had the time to come in right here.
Yeah, man, every time. Every time.
Listen, Ray, as you can see, I'm working. This is gonna be my studio.
Yeah,
so I'm
looking
gonna have
good.
listen, I'm gonna have in studio visitors more now. So I want you guys to understand now. We're gonna have live question where they're gonna be sitting right here with me, and we're gonna be able to talk to them.
Right on. Right
So
on.
that's coming on now. So stay tuned. We just like Resight, just up theirs, we're gonna up what we have.
That's right. The Catch Corner podcast. You can't stop us. You can only hope to contain us.
Big Ray, listen, we're gonna up these, we're gonna up these, we're gonna up everything. These nuts. These nuts. Got him. All right, Big Ray, let's get out of here.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week right here on the Catch Corner podcast.